Hey guys, what is up? It's Antonio. Welcome back to another episode here on Gladiator Disc Golf. I'm super excited about today's video because today we're doing my 2022 in the bag. Something seems a little off. I've seen people do this one thing when something seems a little off, so I'm going to give it a shot. Let me know if it makes any difference. Oh, that's more like it. Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome to my in the bag for 2022. I am super excited about going through these discs, and if you noticed, there's a couple different things going on with this bag. So we're going to talk about that, what I'm throwing this year, and where you can find some of the discs if you want to try them out. So Storm Discs is one of my more recent sponsorships, and they have a pretty full lineup, but even with that being said, they are open bags. So I have a lot of Storm Discs in my bag, but I also have some other brands and companies. And so with that being said, I want you guys to kind of pay attention and see if you can pick the theme that I have going on in my bag right now. I'm super excited. Make sure you leave a comment down below with your guess. So to start off with our Putt and Approach discs, we have the Storm Discs Radar. I got 4 in the bag right now. This one is a super soft Category 1 plastic. It's for approaching the basket when I really need the disc to land and stop. It has a lot of give to it, so it really isn't going to roll or skip away. This next one is the Category 3 Hemp Blend. This is a premium plastic. I use this one to drive off the tee or really long approach shots around 220 when I need something that's going to glide and something that will be nice and stable and fly really straight. And these are the radars that I putt with. This one is a little bit more beat in and it kind of flips over a little bit more, especially from longer distances. And this one is a little bit newer, but they're still both pretty well worn. And I can trust these. I can put them on a little bit of hyzer and know that they're going to go right to the basket, and I really like the comfortable feel of them. In hot and cold weather, they have a great tackiness, so I never lose confidence in my putt. The next putters that I have in my bag are not putting putters, but throwing putters. We have the Mint Discs Bullet. I have it in 2 plastics here, Eternal and Royal plastic. Almost went on a blank there. This first one is the Royal Bullet. I like it a lot. I don't throw it a ton because I do like the radars a little bit more, but this has a flatter top and it feels pretty good for forehands. If I need a soft little glidey pitch up forehand, I can trust this because of that nice flat top. The one bullet that I throw pretty often is the Eternal Bullet. This is a great driver off the tee, and I can throw it backhand and forehand and trust that it's actually not going to turn over. Even though these aren't super stable putters, they have enough stability to really resist turn unless you're just totally overpowering it. If I need a nice glidey forehand, something that my Crater can't do, I'm gonna reach for this bullet because of that nice flat top and Eternal plastic, making it just a touch more overstable. And whether or not you're brand new to my channel, you've probably seen me throwing this Crater a bunch. I had a blue one in the bag about a month and a half ago, and then I aced with it. So that one came out and this one came in. The Crater is a great overstable putt approach disc. I absolutely love it. It has very little glide and very high stability, and so I can trust that it's going to hit the ground and basically just stop. And then more of a utility disc, not something I throw a ton, and I haven't had it in the bag for very long, is a Garrett Gurthie Innova Sonic. This is a super fun disc, and it kind of brings me back to my ultimate frisbee days. So it's almost a little bit more out of nostalgia with the grip and feel of it. It is super understable, so it's very, very different from the other putters that I have in the bag, which can easily turn when thrown on anhyzer, but I can flip this up to flat and still get it to turn. So it's a great addition to the bag when I need something to turn a lot. Alright guys, up next we're going to go over my mid-ranges. Right now I only have 3 mid-ranges and it's all one brand, Mint Bobcat. I have them in 2 different plastics but 3 different stabilities. This first one has been in my bag for over a year at this point. It is a Royal Soft Bobcat, super flippy, very straight. I even get some turn out of this. It is super warped and a lot of fun to throw. When I need something that's going to flip up to flat and just finish straight and then have a baby fade at the end because I hyzer flipped it, I want to throw this. Because of that Royal Soft plastic, it's not going to do a whole lot once it hits the ground except stop. The next one is a little bit newer version of the Royal Bobcat. It's not as beaten as that pink one, but it's definitely getting there. This feels great. It's not royal soft, so it's held up its rigidity a little bit better. So this one is great for different weather, and when I need something that'll flex but not fight out too quickly, I throw this orange Royal Bobcat. And then my overstable mid-range is the Eternal Bobcat. So this has been getting used and abused over the last 8 to 12 months, and I've already noticed it flying a lot straighter. So this is going to be a great addition as it continues to straighten out just a little bit and still have some stability at the end, some fade at the end. And then I'll add another Eternal Bobcat or Apex Bobcat on the outside of this to be the overstable counterpart. So that's basically my mid-ranges. I like to keep the same mold and just layer my stabilities. That way I always have a consistent hand feel. Up next are my fairway drivers, and we're starting with the Storm Discs Eye. This is by far one of my favorite fairway drivers I've ever thrown. While it is only about a 6-speed, its nose is so much sharper than a traditional mid-range. So that's why I have it in the fairway drive section. It flies very fast, and it's a great neutral flyer. This one is the more overstable counterpart. It is the Category 3X blend, and so it's a little bit more overstable than these other eyes that I have in the bag, and so I really like it. I use this for backhands when I need something that'll fade a little bit more when I'm thrown on hyzer, or I use it for forehands to get maximum distance with the eye. Just under that is another Category 3 eye, but this is not the 3X. This is just regular 3, and so this is flippier than that one. This is buttery smooth for off the drive, getting a nice hyzer flip to turn and just letting it glide for days. These eyes glide forever and ever, and they're nice and understable to neutral depending on your arm speed. And so it's just been a great disc in addition to the bag. I really like it a lot. And then the last one is a Category 3 Superglow plastic for the eye. This one has been getting beat in. I like having that base plastic in the bag, especially for adverse weather conditions. It's just super reliable, easy to dry, and I don't have to worry about my hands slipping on the disc. I really like this for backhands to navigate through woods and for forehands when I need a nice little flip up. After the eyes, I club up to the Abyss. Now I have two Abysses in the bag, and they're in similar plastics, but one is vastly more overstable, and that's this one in the Category 3X plastic. Similar to that pink eye that pink eye, that's funny. Similar to the pink eye that I had shown you guys before, the Category 3X is a little bit more overstable. This one is nice and flat, so this is basically similar to a Firebird at this point. It's a little bit straighter than that, but it is a very close stability, really a nice utility disc. This one is more understable. It's got a lot more dome, okay, and this is just a regular Category 3, whereas that one was nice and flat. This one's got some dome to it. I used to throw a lot of Innova Eagles, if you watched my channel a year or two ago. And so this has been a great replacement for that. This actually feels way more comfortable in the hands. While it is a sharp-nosed fairway driver, it has a little bit of a rounded beveled edge, and so it just fits super comfortably for the forehand, and it feels great for the backhand. And then the newest addition to the bag, just happening in the last week or so, but there's no way I could not put it in, is the Mint Freetail. Technically called the Finesse Driver by Mint, this fairway driver is awesome. It is nice and understable, way more understable than the Abyss, so I can get this to flip up to flat and just turn and then finish fading right at the very end. This is a great disc for the woods and very, very easy to throw, so I've really liked having it in the bag. Definitely a great tailwind bomber. Now, for the most part, I don't really throw distance drivers. I like throwing mid-ranges and fairway drivers. I like having more control, especially when I'm in the woods or when I'm really trying to hit landing zones at open courses. So it's important for me to have control and aim versus having distance and power. That being said, when there is an open shot and when I can really let something fly, I go to these discs, and I really like them a lot. Hi, Indy. Are you barking at people? What I have here is the MVP Discs Wave. This is an absolutely amazing disc. I have it in a couple plastics, but currently I only bag this one just because they're all pretty understable, and so between the Freetail, this disc, and some of the upcoming distance drivers, I don't need a whole lot more than just one wave. It feels great in the hand. This is for when I need a tight hyzer flip line for it to just fly super, super straight, or when I can really let it flex and turn on an open field. The next two are new additions to the bag. I've had this one for a while, but I just got this one as well. the Discmania Astronaut. This is part of their active premium line. They're a lot of fun. These two are different, not so much in stability, but in their hand feel and everything. These are super, super understable discs at -4 turn, and both of them fly that way. This is flatter, so it's perfect for the forehand, and I like it a lot. Especially that 6 glide, it's pretty accurate. These things glide forever. This one is way domier than that yellow one, and yet still super understable. So this is something that I would throw more on the backhand when I'm trying to get some good backhand distance with it. But that isn't to say it's not comfortable for the forehand. So if I was to lose one or the other, I still feel confident that I can throw it on the forehand. The next distance driver in my bag is pretty much strictly for stiff headwinds when I know I need a distance driver to attack a hole, and I'm going with the Mint G.O.A.T. This is a disc that doesn't have a super ton of glide, but it has enough glide to really carry down the fairway and fight that wind, and that's kind of what adds to its stability. I don't have to worry about the G.O.A.T ever turning over in the wind like a wave or an Astronaut would. This is going to fight and fade right back, so it's great. I love it a lot. Super reliable and trusty. And then the final disc that I have in my bag is a Speed 14 driver. It's the Castaplast Rask. This is a disc I've had in the bag probably for about 3.5 years now. Hello. It is a lot of fun. It's got that double edge on the inside, that double rim. I mainly use this for forehands or backhands when I need some crazy skip shots. I don't really throw this outside of a utility disc. There's just no reason for me to throw it that way, but it's got a pretty sweet Gladiator stamp on it, and it's just a lot of fun to throw, and people are always wondering what I'm throwing when I take this disc out. I can get double or triple skips off of it because it's just that sharp nose of a driver. I'm super excited that in 2022, Squatch is one of my most recent sponsors. I've never had a bag sponsor before. I'm incredibly excited about this. This is by far the most comfortable bag I've ever tried. I was using another bag for about close to 2.5 years, and it was good and it did its job, but it was heavy and it was a little cumbersome, and I easily got fatigued during rounds, especially on tournament day. I took all the stuff out of that bag, put it into this one, and played around just a few days ago, and it is night and day difference how much lighter and more convenient this bag is. So I'm super excited to be part of Team Squatch and the Squatch Squad, and I cannot wait to go to different tournaments this year and just talk with you guys and meet some of you. So I'm super, super excited about that. If you guys are interested and want to try one of these bags out, use my code GLADIATOR for free shipping. And with every purchase that you use that code, part of the proceeds go to me and support me and my channel. So I truly appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you learned about some discs that maybe you want to try out, and if you do, make sure you head to Storm Discs and OTB. Those guys can hook you up. Thank you so much for all my sponsors, Squatch Disc Golf, OTB Discs, and Storm Discs. All of those groups are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. I truly appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and don't forget to comment what was the theme that you saw throughout most of my bag. Until next time, guys, have a great round.